Welcome friends, this is our 10th video of the course Data Analysis with Python. In this video, we will cover the topic of input function. Input function. We use the input function to get the input from the user. The input function prompts the user for input and returns what the user entered as a string. You have to note one thing here that by default the input function take input in the string format. Now there are many ways to use the input function. I will tell one by one. The first is we have to write input and the parenthesis. It will ask the user to enter a value. If I write 100, then you can see that this is the value that is entered by the user and it is in the form of a string as mentioned here. The second way to use input function is I can write input and in the parenthesis I can write a string here like this. If I run this, then it will ask the user to enter the pin. If I enter my pin 1 2 3 4, then the entered value is 1 2 3 4, which is also in the form of a string. Now we can get the input from the user and save it into a variable also. To do this, first of all we have to call the input function like this. Enter your name and assign a variable to it. S is my variable here. If I run this, then it is asking for the name. If I enter my name, then the name has been saved to the variable S. Now if I print the variable S, then you can see it is printing the name that I have entered here. The next we can use input function like first I print a string like this and I save the input to the variable X. Now it is asking to enter the city name. If I enter my city name Delhi, then the Delhi value has been saved to the variable X. If I print X, then you can see that it is storing Delhi in it. We can take the multiple inputs from the users. To do this, we will use the print function, and with print function we will use the input function like this. First of all, I will ask the user to enter the name. It will ask user to enter the name. If I enter the name like this, next it will ask the user to enter the ID like this. This is the ID. Now as you can see that the ID is in the form of a string, but if we want to enter the ID in the form of integer, then we will use the int function before the input function like this. So now see the difference here. I have used only input function. It will take the string value. If I write int in the front of input function, then it will take the input in the form of a integer. Then you can see that this is a integer value now. Similarly, we can also take the float values by the user. It is asking for entering the marks format. To convert it to float, I will use the float in the front of input function. Now it will take the marks in the form of a float type like this. We can also perform mathematical operations with the input functions. To perform mathematical operations, first we have to take the inputs from the user like this. The user will enter the first number, which will be saved to the variable a, and the input number will be in the form of a integer. Then we will ask the user to enter the second number, and the second number will be saved in the variable b, and it will be in the float format or float data type. And in the third row we will print the sum of a and b. Like this. It is asking to enter the first number, like if I enter 100, it is asking for second number. If I enter 200, then it is showing the sum. The sum of a and b is 300. It is showing the result in the form of a float value because we have used the float data type here. So more advanced features of input function will be covered in the another playlist of the course, that is Advanced Data Analysis with Python. Friends, if you like the videos of our course, then please subscribe to our channel and also share the playlist of this course with your friends who want to learn data analysis with Python.